Hello everybody, Tash the Minion here with another episode of my Let's Play Minecraft Bedrock series, MINTOPIA. So, I've been pretty busy in between episodes. I'm currently in the industrial zone, and as you can see, I've kind of laid out all the chunks, all the chunk borders ready for the farms that I want to do. So over this side, I've earmarked space for flower farm. The sun's setting already. Oh Lord, hang on, sleep. Just have a little check around. Oh, looks good, looks good. Okay. Flowers, yes. Over here, I will have a sea pickle farm. It was one that I built in my last world and I got stuck inside of it. So melon and pumpkins, two chunks. So this chunk and this chunk will all be allocated to pumpkins and melons. And then this chunk, that chunk, and that chunk will be allocated to a bamboo farm. And because the bamboo's so tall, I'm sticking it right at the back. And then in front of the iron farm, which is actually going great guns at the moment, guys, I have to say, is let's see the sign because I can't remember what order I did it. Another walk farm here. Over here will be cactus farm. And can I see the sign? What does it say? Mushroom farm. And then closest to the base, excuse me, this will be a sugarcane farm. So I'm not having zero tip farms this year. I'm going for proper farms. So I'm not quite ready to build anything yet. I'm still resource gathering, but I now have a plan in place. So I have a night golem problem. Not really of my doing. So, yeah, look at them all. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, you may have noticed that I've moved the trading hall, the temporary trading halls. So, they were over in this area. And this is going to be the trading sort of quarter of the hexagon. And I'm going to sort of focus on getting that built first once I've got my concrete and everything else. So I removed the temporary one and moved the few villagers that I had into here. And then I've just been breeding. And I've got villagers in each one of these now. And I've managed to get one of every book. It did take forever, especially trying to get Fortune 3. One villager, one lectern, and 2.5 hours of keep breaking it till I could get Fortune 3. But I've got it. I haven't got stonemasons or anything like that at the moment. I'll get that at a later date. It was just getting the books. Not that I can afford any of the enchantments at the moment. But they're there, they're ready, and I'll get little bits as I can. But if you can see, my nether portal's blocked off. I went to get some quartz out the nether. So, hang on, let me back up. So the number of villagers I've got usually equates to about 3 iron golems walking around. And I always saw 2 or 3 walking around, and I didn't think anything of it. And they're a little bit crazy, I won't lie. I went into the nether to get some quartz, and there were 7 iron golems in the nether. And I think what's been happening is they've been walking through the portal. And yeah, so I took some leads and I brought them all back through, and now I have iron golems everywhere. So I guess, you know, this is a pretty open space, and we get visitors, so we're pretty well protected, I suppose. But yeah, so I do have a bit of an iron golem problem, which I'm having to think about. I think while it's so open here at the moment, I might just leave them for the time being. And I've also, all the quarters now of the hexagon are all laid out to the same level and lit up. So I wouldn't say it's particularly safer, but it's a start. And I'm still living in a shack for one. Yes. So that's kind of really all I've been doing, which actually the villagers took up most of the time. I did a couple of treks to the desert and got a bit more sand. I managed to find some spruce forest, so I've now got spruce. I've got all the trees and some acacia as well. I've now got all the trees except for dark oak. I've not found a dark oak forest or anything, but I've got a lot of dark oak planks which I got from all the abandoned mine shafts. So if I do need to do anything with dark oak, I've got quite a lot of planks. And I managed to bring over 2 pigs and 2 llamas on leads. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. But what I really want to talk about today is a project that I've started. I've hit a little bit of a problem with it, and that's my zombie drowned farm, which I'm currently doing. So we'll head down there and I'll show you what the issues are. So here we are, guys. This is the zombie spawner, and I've built the same room as we built for the skeleton farm. You can hear the spiders, I guess, in the background. There are spider spawners. As I said before, they're just an absurd amount of spider spawners in this world. So this is all the rooms ready. The issue I've got with this spawner is it's really close to the surface. So I've got to head out that way, because in that direction it takes too close to some spider spawners that we've got that are active for a spider farm that Dalesoft built. So I need to go out that way. Either way, this spawner is about 9 blocks from the surface out in the desert. So I've had to think long and hard about how I'm going to get the water chute up to go across to drop it down. So let me go and show you what I've come up with. Okay, guys. So this block here is where the spawner is underground. So it's on level 57 and we are on level 65 here, or 64. So, and we're going to take the water, so they'll drop down and it's going to go in this direction. Now behind that terracotta wall there that's all sort of on the diagonal is a double spider spawner. and that goes down to a spider farm that's down here. And so it's going to come this way, which means the water chute is going to come up that way. But it then needs to go, carry on up, then come across and then drop down here. And this is where the kill chamber is going to be, on the surface. And then I'll build some sort of tower or something around it, and include the kill chamber for the spider farm, which is down there. We've got another spider spawner there, look. There's just spider spawners everywhere. So what I thought I'd do to make it a little bit more fun is I'm going to do a base in white concrete, and I've made my first 8 blocks of white concrete. And then I'm going to make the water chute up, across and down all glass, so we can watch the activity. So I'm going to get on with building those chutes, and I will come back to you once they're done. See you in a bit. Alrighty guys, I'm on top of the world. See my tree farm from here. So we're all glassed up. Here, that side is the up, and this side is the down. So I just need to place the cobwebs. So this farm uses the zombies, and the zombie spawner brings the zombies to here. They will come here and then they will get stuck on the cobwebs and turned into drowned. So we put one cobweb there and waterlog it. Now I hope it's in the right place. Okay, that's not working. That's washed my cobweb away. Okay folks, let's try that again. Cobweb down. And put the water on top of the cobweb, not down the side of the glass like I was doing. Next one. And water on top. Sweet. All done. So, spiders. I bet if we look around, there's spiders everywhere. Creeper. Right, so the next thing that we need to do is... I didn't really want to be stuck up here overnight, never mind. Is put the water on the other side. So, and then I need to jump onto those blocks because that's my escape route before I end up drowning myself in the cobwebs. Here we go, folks. Oh, waiting for the bubbles from the soul sand. There we go, bubbles. There we go. So that's the bubble column working. Oh dear. So this is going to be attached to the minion drown farm. If I can get off the cobweb. Come on. Oh no, this is a disaster, darling. Oh. We're going to die here, folks. We are going to die. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh. We've got a spider running up behind us. Here he comes. God. I did not want to get caught outside. Right. See if I can sleep. My heart's racing. I'm sweating. Ay, ay, ay. So this is going a little bit Pete tongue, but never mind. I'll try and pull her back up now on the outside. So I will see you back up top. Right, folks, I think I've repaired that. It all looks... yeah, it all looks to be okay, I think. Still got the waterlogged webs, yeah, I think. Oh, the water's come through. Right, I'm gonna have to try and fix that. It'd have been a quicker way down. Ah. Right, let me see if I can get this fixed, folks. Back in a mo. Okay, guys, yeah, so I lost my cobwebs. Now I've got to try again. This is so hard. Oops. Oh, I said there was going to be death. Tash the minion for the win. Good game, TM. Good game. Right, I'm not going to humiliate myself and die on screen again. I'm going to get this fixed. Somehow, some way, I will be back when it's ready. Okay, guys. So the award for the biggest derp today goes to Tash the Minion. Yeah. So I had to go away and do a little bit of research, and I forgot a really key step. And you've probably all been going, you forgot the sign. Because, yeah, I forgot the signs. So let me try and show you again how it should be done. So we need to work out from where the sign is at the top. We need one clear block, then there would be a sign, then water, then another sign, no, the web, and then a sign. Right, let's try this and test my theory. So sign there, cobweb there, and water that should not go anywhere, and it hasn't. Yay. Okay. Fill in the glass, and then another sign and water. Yay. Right. That should be how it's supposed to work. Alrighty guys, we are rocking and rolling. I hope you can hear me over all the noise. It's pretty loud. It's not going too bad. There's one just got up the chute now. I've built myself a little safety house. I've had to rope in Dalesoft. We are having armour dropping on the outside, which I'll explain in a minute. It's very noisy in here. So the spawner is a couple of blocks over that way and then a little bit underground. So I'll kind of stand here and watch it. Also, a little baby going up. And they go up wearing some of them have got armour on. So they go up, take across. We can see the gold one, that's standing out quite well. And then you can see they're all sort of caught in the spider web up here where they're drowning. And we've been up there and had a look, and actually they're drowning in both parts of the water. So the ones that are sitting on top of the ones that are caught on the spider web are drowning in the water before them as well. We did have to go and put a half slab at the top of the drop down column. They were taking sun damage, so we've just put a half slab on there. But the turn, the output's been really good, and I didn't know if you just caught that, but there was a piece of armour that just dropped. Yeah. So when I was going to say die, but they're zombies, so they're probably already dead anyway. When they drown, so when they die again, I guess, if a zombie's wearing armour, it drops the armour. And it's going through the gaps in the glass, I guess, because glass isn't a solid block per se. So we've kind of just popped this hopper on here, and that's why I've had to enlist Dalesoft. So I've been standing here, so it's still running and churning out zombies. There's another one. He's been trying to work out where to put a hopper to at least catch some of the armour when it comes down. It's not really made for getting armour. What armour I had off the last one in my previous world, I either just melted or I disenchanted it if it was enchanted using a grindstone. So, but the output is absolutely banging on this thing. It's way better than the one I made in my last world, and I think it's because I take them a lot further away from the spawner, so it's like, but it's still recognising me, so it's like, oh right, let's kick out another one, and then that disappears up there, and it's going, oh, she's still there, kick out another one. So this is much better rates, and as you can see, Dalesoft, and as you can see, it's just kicking out loads. And I've already virtually charged my silk touch. As you know, I died, and look how much XP I've got. And because, again, I'm sorry about the noise, because it's a 21 drop, they're all one hit kills. So I just stand here and do that. Get the XP, and that's my silk touch completely charged now. Oh dear. I went and made a cup of tea. Maybe I shouldn't have left it quite so long. Ah, peace. Peace. So the hopper's probably a little bit overloaded on that. Ah, there we go. So we've got plenty of rotten flesh, plenty of tridents, which means I can go and make the trident killer on the Skellie farm. Oh, we just got a fishing rod. A little bit of gold and the all-important Nautilus shell so that I can make a conduit once I've been and done some treasure hunting and got a heart of the sea. So, and what I've been doing is to make sure I'm in the correct sort of position to the spawner is I stand here and there they go. 1, 2, and the spawner just chucks them out. They go up there. There it goes. And then you can see they are all converged there and then just have a little drop down. So, and then, yeah, I just stand here and let it go. So I'm really pleased with how this has turned out. I've been here, I think, 2 Minecraft days, so I've had 2 nights standing here, and it's actually really reduced the mob cap outside as well. So we've seen like nothing outside. So, which is pretty good. So, not a bad day's work. So I'm going to stand here a little longer and bump my XP back up. And then I'm going to take the tridents and I want to go and put a trident killer on the Skelly farm so I can go and AFK there. Okay guys, we're back at the Skelly farm. Since last time I did pop in a piece of glass, or two pieces of glass, just so I could watch them go up. And we're going to now do the trident killer, seeing as we finish the zombie drowned farm and now we have tridents. So I have enlisted the help of Dalesoft. Hello! To help me do this trident killer. I suppose really I need to get rid of the ones that are there.
Right, so you've got to put the mine carts like that on top of the hoppers, because the mine carts are going to suck the items from above the block below, above the block above it, yeah, where that half slab is, and then the hoppers underneath it will suck from the mine carts. All right.
But there won't be a half slab there, will there? It'll be blocks.
Well, it's going to. The block will be here.
Yeah.
Right. That's the floor.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So, and here it's going to be. We're going to be. There is going to be where the trident killer wall is. Yeah.
Okay.
So that half slab is where they're going to land. Yeah. All right. So now we need to put the trident killer together. So the circuit needs to be one down. So basically, we need to put a observers, where are you? We need to put an observer watching that corner. Yeah. Then we need a block. Need a block there, and then a powered rail, and another observer watching that powered rail, which then goes into a block, and then a powered rail, and then another observer watching that block,
Powered rail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then a block.
And a block.
And then a powered rail.
Okay.
And then we need another observer looking at that powered rail. Ooh.
I don't think you want to throw it there.
No. Let's get this right. So we need another observer looking at that powered rail. There it is. Into a block. And then powered rail. There we go. Can you see the powered rails are now flashing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, so that's now doing the circuit.
Okay. And the
So
pistons go on the blocks here.
And the pistons go on the blocks, right?
Ah, okay.
When we place a piston, we place it so it's facing us. So I'll place one over there. There you go.
Aha.
And then we'll place one there. And then place one there. There you go.
Wonderful.
So now we need to put a half slab on that up piston there. And that's where the XP comes through, because we'll be down here like we're going to be down here like this, yeah.
Yep.
All right. So it's just a case now of encasing this all in. Right. I'm going to take that one out. Oh, can't yet. Because we need to put the tridents in. Oh, can't do it there. We'll have to go around the other side. Right. Right, so here, you need to throw the tridents into...
One at each.
Well, just in the near the centre, yeah?
Okay.
Doesn't matter. As long as they're close to the centre, yeah? Don't put it it's got to go into the floor, yeah? And why do we do this?
So that when I'm logged into the game, it pays out XP.
Yeah, because if I did it and I wasn't logged in the game, you wouldn't get anything.
Exactly.
Right, are you ready with your glass?
I have. What paid? Right, where we're going? This middle bit.
Yeah, I'm going to take out the block.
Yeah,
right.
And I'm going to put a piece of glass in
dead quick. And you've got to put the glass... Yeah, are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. There we go.
Okay.
So, flip the lever.
Whew.
So what did we get in the chest?
Still going through.
Is it?
A stack of bones and nearly a stack of arrows. And nearly 2 stacks of bones. Oh, more arrows. Wowzers. Well, that's not bad. I'll be able to AFK here and get my bones. So... the thing is, if I AFK here, it's just going to be sitting on all the time, isn't it? Yeah. Can we put this on a timer?
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. So, Dalesoft. What's going on here?
Well, this is what's known as a hopper clock. And basically what happens is that items are going backwards and forwards in the hopper. Yeah? And so what happens is when this hopper, say this hopper gets full, then we have a full, when this hopper gets empty, we have no signal coming out of there. Hang on, let me try and switch this thing off. Yeah, it's switched off. Right, okay, good.
Okay.
So, what's happening is there's some items in this hopper, right? There's 23 items in that hopper.
Yeah.
And this redstone block is powering that hopper, so it cannot lose them. It cannot pass them on to the next one. Yeah? So what happens is when this one becomes empty, there's no power in the comparator, which doesn't power the piston, which then the piston retracts. And because this one's powered, as you can see, look, it's here, but it can't move because that piston's extended. So as soon as that piston goes back, then this piston extends and pushes it over. Yeah. So then this hopper becomes unpowered, and so it sends its items to this hopper, which can't send them back because now the redstone's over it. But I've also put a trace that if the redstone block's here, it powers this line. The observer sees a difference, so it goes from off to on, sends a pulse out. I extend it via this repeater here because it's on maximum tick, and then I send it through this double pulse extender, so it powers the trident killer. Yeah. And then when this moves, and then this goes from on to off, it does exactly the same thing. So you get 2 cycles for every 1 cycle of the hopper clock. Okay. So if I turn it off, so I'm going to turn it off at the lever, right? Sorry, turn it on at the lever. You ready? So what? Look behind. No, go in there, and you'll see. Here we go. It moves. It's not. You should be looking at the redstone. You'll see what's happening. Look at the redstone when it. Look at the redstone. You see the redstone takes a long time to come round, yeah?
Yeah.
And I've got a thing down here that says when this redstone's off, it powers it. So it does the reverse. Yeah? So when it's powered, it stops it. When it's not powered, the trident killer works. So while there's power in here, the trident killer works.
Okay.
So now you should be able to AFK. You should be able to...
Yeah.
And it should get the stuff for you.
So I can just block myself in here. Stand here. And get lots of XP. But more importantly, lots and lots and lots and lots of bones. And it's not running all the time. Just goes off every... What's the timer? About 4 or 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Maybe a bit longer. Great stuff. And another job done. Now we've had a productive day today. We've got the zombie drone farm done, and then with our lovely tridents finally got this bad boy built. Now I can just get bones, bones, bones for all the white concrete we're going to need. Well guys, we've had a fun-packed and quite filled episode again today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. It would really help my viewing figures on YouTube. If you have any suggestions or want to leave any comments, you can do so below, or you can catch me on Twitter at Tash the Minion. And if you'd like to support me further, I do have a Patreon account, Tash the Minion, purely as a tip jar, but it does give you early access to my videos. And on that note, guys, I will say ta-ta for now. Bye!